My mother-in-law showed up with suitcases, so I changed the locks. I knew something was wrong when my husband didn't answer his phone. He never ignores my calls. But that afternoon, nothing. I found out why when I pulled into our driveway. Her car was outside, and two large suitcases were sitting on our porch. My mother-in-law doesn't visit. She arrives. I walked in and found her in my kitchen, unpacking groceries like she belonged there. My husband stood beside her, tense but silent. "Why are there suitcases on the porch?" I asked. "I'll be staying for a while," she said. "Not visiting, staying." I looked at my husband. He wouldn't meet my eyes. "It's temporary," he said. I asked how long. "Until I get back on my feet." No timeline, no discussion. Just a decision made in my house without me. By the first night, she had to reorganize my kitchen. By the second, she was criticizing how I cooked. By the third morning, I found her folding my clothes and telling my husband, "She works too much. I'll take over." Take over. Within days, she had changed the thermostat, moved furniture, and commented on everything from our meals to our routine. Every time I looked at my husband, he said, "She doesn't mean it like that." Then one night, she knocked on our bedroom door at 10:47 p.m. to ask us to keep the noise down in my house. That was when I stopped seeing this as temporary help. This was control. The next morning, I asked him, "When is she leaving?" He sighed. "She doesn't have anywhere else right now." That wasn't an answer. "When is she leaving?" I asked again. He went quiet. Then he said, "Why are you being like this?" That night I told him, "I feel outnumbered in my own home." He said I was overreacting. That was when I understood the truth. He wasn't protecting her. He was protecting himself from conflict, from having to tell his mother no. 2 days later, she left to run errands. I asked him one last question. "Are you choosing this situation or me?" He looked at me and said, "You're overreacting." So I made my choice. While she was out, I called a locksmith. 40 minutes later, every lock was changed. I handed my husband the new key and said, "I married you, not your mother." When she came back, her key didn't work. She knocked, then pounded, then called him. They argued outside while the neighbors watched. And for the first time in a week, the house was quiet again. 2 days later, he told me he hadn't realized how far it had gone. I said, "Would you let someone move into our marriage without asking me? You already hurt me." He didn't argue. Sometimes people don't test your kindness. They test your boundaries. And sometimes the only way to save your marriage is to change the locks.